Here I am on Piedmont Bridge on a very muggy morning doing a camera test. And why am I doing this camera test? Well, let me tell you the story. The other week my friend Mrs. Long asked me to get involved in a little project she was doing. So she said, it turned out that I was going to do the project, and it was to do with her friends, Sir Trevor Garland, a British knight who has a homestead, and he wants to rent it out to film people and advertising people because he needs a fiancée. So we went over and I took photographs and I shot some video, got it home, and I was totally dissatisfied with it. This is what it looks like. 46 k's west of Sydney lies the suburb of Oakhurst. Few of its inhabitants are aware that just off Hyde's Road is the Oaks, a 6-bedroom Victorian homestead that could have doubled for Tara, the grand mansion in Gone with the Wind. This historic homestead has wide surround verandas, both downstairs and upstairs. The upstairs veranda leads into a kitchen and a sumptuous drawing room complete with a grand piano. In fact, there are something like 7 pianos to be found throughout the house. Now, take away the hi-fi and TV and you could be back in 1880 when the house was built and when many elegant parties were held here. The sounds of modern traffic are not heard. There is no flight path or intrusive traffic to bother anyone, as the Oaks sits proudly in its own 3-acre plot and has a 100-metre driveway isolating it from suburbia. It's an ideal location for program makers of every kind. Parking is not a problem. Trucks, cars, and even huge pantechnicons could be accommodated easily. And within its huge grounds are remnants of previous living quarters and sheds that could be adapted for whatever your story requires. If your project calls for elegance, this is the place. If it's the macabre that takes your fancy, look no further. Now, all the walking tracking shots were done on the GoPro 3, which hasn't got image stabilization. So there's a twitch to all those shots which really put me off. So I thought perhaps I need a replacement. I started investigating and found that the Sony people make a camera called the FDRX3000. Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? And I looked at the comparison, it seemed absolutely wonderful. So I went into a camera shop and wanted to speak to somebody who'd actually used it. And I found this guy who eulogized about this camera. On the strength of that, I bought the Sony. It's about the same price as the GoPro. Now, if from time to time I glance at my watch, it isn't my watch. It is a viewfinder, and now I'm hand holding it. And the whole purpose of this little walk across Piedmont Bridge is to demonstrate the steadiness of the shot.